Hello and welcome to Little Sue Crafty Beginner. So I'm just coming on quickly today to do my cards. So like I said in my previous videos, I've been making quite a lot of cards. I'm only going to show you a couple of them that I've done. Because some of them I have put away in envelopes and they're ready to go out. So to start off with, now this is the magazines I got a few years ago, and like I said, I made 2 Christmas cards with this magazine. So the white wee tag type thing and the Noel, I've just added them on. They didn't have anything on them because I didn't have any sentiments back then. So when I found the magazines, I found my 2 cards that were with them, and I die cut the wee tags and I just die cut Noel, and I thought they looked absolutely perfect on there. So this one is owls, and this is literally all paper. This isn't anything fancy, no ribbons, nothing. This banner thing came in the pack as well, and I thought it looked nice. So there's nothing on the inside and there's nothing on the back of them. And this was the other one that I made a long time ago. And I do actually really like them. I mean, even though these are my first attempts at making Christmas cards properly, I actually do really like them. So I'm really pleased with how these ones have turned out. But let me know in the descriptions what you think, because this really was quite a few years ago and it was my first attempt. I mean, I used tinsel on the back of him. Actually, I don't even know what that is. Maybe it's not tinsel. It looks like tinsel, but it might not be tinsel. It might just be a circle thing, maybe. I don't know. But that's at the back. So that's my first 2 Christmas cards. So I've got a lot of hunky-dory sets. So this is only a couple of the hunky-dory ones that I've pulled out, and this one is going away very soon. So I had this big massive card, and the paper, it's like it's an A4 sheet of paper that all these card that all these die cuts are on, and there was some space on the paper that I was able to die cut this little bow out of, and I thought it just looked really nice on the back with my handmade sticker. And Wendy Lawrie here on YouTube has been making a load of Christmas cards, and she's the one who inspired me to try the easel card. So this one is actually my very first easel card. And I really like how this one's turned out. Now, the worst part of this card is I didn't have a die that matched this, so I had to fussy cut every single corner, all the points. I literally had to fussy cut the whole thing out of a 6x6 card, because I really did not like the fact that the white around it, I didn't like it. And I couldn't find anything to go behind it to make it look better. It just wasn't working for me, which is why I fussy cut this one out. And I think it sits really nice. Now, my second attempt at an easel card was this circle one. And I used the bigger one. I'll show you what I did with the little one in a minute. So this was just extra on the card. This was a decoupage one. I think he's absolutely adorable. And this is another easel one. Now in this one I added some more stars. I added the Just For You. Some of the stars are raised up higher than others. Some of them are flush against the card. And then the circle just sits in there nicely. And I really liked how that turned out. Now, because that was a decoupage one, there was only little bits left on it. So I just made this little one. I've only put my sticker on the back because this was literally all that was left from when I finished this one. I think I actually used every single star on this card, which I wish I'd kept one of them to just put a wee star here at the back. But it's just like a wee note card. This was all that was left of this, so I just wanted to, instead of scrapping it, just cut it into like a wee banner shape and then put it in the side there. I think that's just an absolutely adorable wee card. So he goes with that one. I then sat and made my third easel card. I am loving these easel cards, by the way. These are so fantastic. So most of my Christmas cards will be easel cards. So thank you so much, Wendy Lawrie. I love them. Love easel cards. I think they're perfect. So this one was the wee puppy pulling a sleigh and the wee boy running with the presents. It's a gorgeous outline. So with this one, because I didn't want to really put a sentiment on the actual front, I figured I'd use the sentiment as the stand. So I used Happy Christmas, and then this one came with two border strips. It came with this purple border strip, which I thought matched perfectly with this one, but it also came with a blue border strip which matches perfectly with the other card, and I don't think I've made that one yet. I think this was like the last of the easel card sets that I've built up just now. So I think I've got the other half of this one, like this one had half. This one was two as well, which the other one was the exact same image, only slightly smaller. So I think that card's in someone's envelope as well. So, and on the back I just used, yet again, this was just the excess that was holding the card in place, but I thought it looked absolutely beautiful. So it's the silver foil and the purple, like purple snowflakes coming through, and just put my handmade on there. So that is my small project share just now. Is all of my Christmas cards, well, not all of them. So these are all the hunky dory ones that I've got to hand and that I've made up. And the last wee set of Christmas cards is, I have this Some Bunny to Love paper pad and decoupage set. Now, I will show you them because, right, so the decoupage weren't fussy cut out, and I did try and fussy cut out some of them, but it was just too much of a hassle. So obviously when I show you the cards you'll see what I mean in a minute. I don't like the white around them. It makes it look awful. I know that's probably something someone might like, but I don't like how they turn out when they're not seamless like the hunky dory is. I mean, there's no white around that jumper. Unless you did that, you wouldn't know that that wasn't part of him. The same way his hat. So I don't like the white around them, and when I tried to fussy cut them it was just too much hard work, so I didn't bother. But it had really nice big images that I wanted to use, so I used everything that I've used apart from the glitter card is from here. All the papers that I used and the sentiments and the borders. So this was the first image, and he's just absolutely gorgeous bunnies. But if I pull out the one that's meant to go with this one, as you can see, if I sit that on top of there, you've got all that white which is hiding all the snow and the proper image. And after I fussy cut one of them out, I realised that they don't actually match up. None of the images actually physically match up, which is probably why they've got the white border around them. But I wanted to use the images anyway, so on the inside I've used the excess off of this in here, and then on the back I've used this which matches these two, but the image also matches the image on the card, which I absolutely loved. So these are just normal top folding cards, and when I put the image down I felt as if it was a bit plain, so I wanted something to go to make it stand out a bit more, which is why I've ended up going with this glitter paper, which I think makes it stand out a wee bit more, makes it separate to the card itself. It's sort of all blended together. It's sort of hard to explain what I'm actually meaning when I don't physically know myself what I'm meaning, but I do know myself. If anybody understands me, please let me know in the comments, because I start rambling on some nonsense and it makes sense to me but doesn't make sense to anybody else. So that's the first one. And the second one, I had two images left, but there was only one of each sentiment, so I figured I'd use the red one with the red polka dot border, and then on the back I used Warm Wishes, the same image again. And I loved this green present paper, so I was really happy I got to use it. In this one I used the purple tag, the purple paper with the white dots, and then on the back I used the purple with the image in it. So I was really happy that I had enough of the tags and cut aparts that I could match up with the borders for each of the cards. It did take a bit of like swapping things around and everything, because this polka dot paper is the same polka dot paper that's on this one. So because the image is actually hiding most of it, it's not joined up in the middle, it's just cut off at the ends there. And then in these ones I just use the extra, the green present paper, just to kind of decorate the inside a wee bit. So that was the Some Bunny to Love. Now I've got quite a lot left, but obviously I don't have any of the big circles left, so I've got quite a lot of it left. So maybe I will start using this lot as pocket letters. Mini pocket letters. I could just make a mini pocket letter, because I mean the images are just absolutely adorable on their own, so you'll maybe see this in a mini pocket letter soon. So thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for staying with me for this long, if you have. I know I ramble on so much, but thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for watching, and bye.